the multi-time champion defending its crown once again, while historic rivals Marseille, Monaco, Lille, and Lyon refuse to surrender. Ligue 1 returns in August on Bein Sports.
Welcome to Reaction Sports, your home for some of the best action sports from around the world. This episode we're in Bein, Spain for the FIS Freeride Championship, where we take a look at men's and women's ski category. We travel to Marseille in France for the last round of the e-scooter championship. And it's off to Saudi Arabia for the start of the 2023 season of Extreme E in Neom. Also starting the 2023 season is the GWA Wingfoil World Tour in New Zealand. Then we visit Tarifa, Spain for the GKA Big Air World Cup. And it's a season kickoff for Night of the Jumps in Berlin, Germany. So sit back, relax, and get ready for the action.
Welcome to Bein, Spain for the first stop of the Freeride World Tour 2023. Located in the Val d'Aran, a spectacular valley in the Pyrenees Mountains offering vast alpine terrain and copious snowfall, this fantastic resort is an ideal Freeride World Tour destination. After a successful first edition in 2022, the locals have been anxiously awaiting the Freeride World Tour's return to this festive locale in the Spanish Pyrenees for the Bein Pro. Reigning world champion Jess Hodder is put off by the difficult conditions and decides to call it a day after getting her ski stuck on a rock early in her run. Olivia McNeil was victorious here last year, sending some massive airs. The Canadian is impressive again, but lacks the amplitude needed to repeat her win. Elizabeth Gerritsen bombed out in Bein in 2022. The former world champion redeemed herself in 2023, putting her style and technique on display from the beginning to the end of her run. Molly Armanino, the 29-year-old rookie out of Kirkwood Mountain in California, was awarded a season wildcard after winning 3 Freeride World Qualifier 4-star events, but being forced to drop out of the North American Challenger Series finals due to a frostbitten toe. Molly finds her way into the couloir down the looker's right-hand side of the face, a line that hasn't been ridden very much today. Now she cuts into one of the steepest couloirs on the Bein face, completely devoid of tracks. She takes a nice drop off that rock into a great turn, then airs off that wind lip, transferring straight over the rocks below it, sticking the landing and riding out onto the apron. But she's not done yet, catching another air over that rock and turning it into a double off the side of that last cliff. That's 70 points for some very solid skiing by the rookie Californian. Sybille Blangeon is ready to drop in now. The 22-year-old won the Extreme Verbier, the Freeride World Tour Grand Final last year. Sybille starts things off with a little air off the wind lip up top, getting plenty of speed on landing. She gets a bit more air off a small rock and leans into a series of powder turns as she heads to her next feature. Sybille's looking to line up this nose for a big drop. And she sticks that one pretty cleanly, almost caught an edge there on her right ski, but managed to keep that under control. And her score, 66.33. So that one big jump, not enough to really impress the judges. Another American rookie in the start gate now. This is Addison Addie Rafford, the 21-year-old out of Sun Valley, Idaho. Addie starts things off with a little air over the wind lip and a few turns to line up another straight air. Just getting a feel for the snow now, enjoying a few powder turns. She looks to be following Sabile's line now, but veers off to hit the feature to skier's right. Addie sticks the landing, leaning straight into a few more turns, and then launches straight off another wind lip with a safety grab for good measure. Then she spreads her arms and does a couple of quick carves as she heads to the finish area. So that's clean, fast skiing. Good for 72.67 and first place for the young American Addie Rafford, who takes over the hot seat from her fellow American rookie, Molly Armanino. Here are the results in the ski women category. Addie Rafford and Molly Armanino, the American rookies, taking the top two spots, followed by the two Swiss skiers, Sybille Blangeon and Elizabeth Gerritsen.
My run was so much fun. I had no nerves going into it besides picking that line out from a visual inspection. I've never done that before, so my goal was just to see if everything I picked out went, and it turned out it all went, and it was really just like so much fun to ski.
The locals can't wait for reigning world champion Maxime Chablos to drop in. Defending event champion Max Palm will be an exciting prospect as well, along with fellow Swede and runner-up in last season's title race, Carl Rennie Eriksson. Perennial Kiwi favorite Craig Murray crashes out early on the wind lip. Third in the world in 2022, Ross Tester blows up after landing a big 360 at this year's season opener. Valley Reiner sticks his backflip but sits down on the landing of his big 360. Xander Gouldman spins 360 up top and delights the fans down the bottom with a Super 6 Screamin' Seaman. Season wildcard Finn Billis shows off his freestyle background big time on the Bassiver face. Never one to disappoint, especially not in Becerra Barrett for his last ever Freeride World Tour run. Calderon local and Spanish ski legend Aymar Navarro goes extra big at home, and the crowd on hand to watch goes absolutely wild. Aymar's protege and fellow Becerra Barrett local, Abel Moga, has even more action in store for the local freeride fans, throwing a massive front flip at the very end of his run. Reigning world champion Maxime Chablos starts 2023 exactly like he did 2022, with a spectacular but not perfect performance in the Spanish Pyrenees. And just like last year, expect bigger and better things to come. 2021 Freeride Junior World Champion Max Palm was given an event wildcard to compete here in Becerra Barrett last year. The young Swede went on to win the event with an amazing run that included the first ever double backflip landed in competition. He starts his title defense well with a big 360 in that tight couloir, almost bouncing off the rock wall. A couple of turns and he sends a shifty off that big cliff, stomping the landing. This is some very solid skiing here from the young Swede. And he goes for a big backflip that he rides out of perfectly. And there's one last air down the bottom as he straight lines it to the finish. So 20-year-old Max Palm absolutely killing it here in Becerra Barrett once again. With a score of 86.33, Max Palm is back in the hot seat here in Spain. Back up at the top, it's another skier out of Sweden. 29-year-old Carl Rennie Eriksson was a rookie in 2018 and has been gaining momentum on the Freeride World Tour since then, finishing third in the world in 2021 and runner-up to the world title behind Maxime Chablot's last year. Aiming for his next feature, another wind lip, and going for a fantastic corked-out 720. That was crazy skiing from Carl Renier Eriksson, and now lining up a massive cliff drop with a 360. Unbelievable! Carl Renier Eriksson, fourth here in Beker-Barrett last season, and aiming for the podium in 2023. The score, 81.67, and second position behind Max Palm. So the two Swedes in the lead here today in the Spanish Pyrenees. In the gate now, 25-year-old Frenchman Oscar Mondin out of Morzine-Avoriaz has been on the Freeride World Qualifying Series for years, always finishing in the top 10. Oscar starts well, sticking a huge transfer over that field of rocks absolutely clean. Lining up his next feature, he launches a massive backflip and rides out of it, throwing a shifty straight afterwards. Almost got bucked on the landing of that backflip, but that was a fantastic run. And here it is again. Yes, indeed. He could have bailed so easily on the landing of that backflip, but strong ski legs for the Frenchman. The score, 83.67, and second place currently for the rookie wildcard. Next up, Max Hitzig. The 20-year-old rookie is German, but based out of Silvretta Montafon in Austria. Thanks to incredible skiing like that 360 there. He's pointing it off this diving board and stomps an absolutely perfect backflip. The score comes in at 79 points and a fourth place finish for Max's tour debut. And congratulations, Max Palm, starting the season for the second year in a row with a win at the opening event in Spain, followed by Oscar Mondin and Carl Renier Eriksson. With fantastic skiing from the entire field, the judges really had their work cut out for them.
I'm so stoked to be back in Beker. I got the win last year. It was the best day of my life. Today, since I woke up, everything has been good. I had like the best run ever on the piste. I just felt that it's going to be a good day. I put down on my run and everything was good.
The Giants of America play here. Sao Paulo, three-time Copa Libertadores champion, one-time FIFA Club World Cup winner, a legendary Brazilian team. The Copa Libertadores, exclusively on Bein Sports.
So bright, my aura blinding. Diamonds in my mind, the glimmer shines all night. Beaming so divine, my colors intertwine, making designs. I'm gonna make my own lane, nothing's gonna get in my way. I don't wanna wait, no time to waste. Come on, let's chase the sun. Open the gates, trust in fate. Nothing's gonna rain on my parade. Pick up the pace, don't be late. Come on, let's chase the sun. I'm gonna make my own lane. Nothing's gonna get in my way. I don't wanna wait, no time to waste. Come on, let's chase the sun. Open the gates, trust in fate. Nothing's gonna rain on my parade. Pick up the pace, don't be late. Come on, let's chase the sun. Nothing's gonna get in my way. I don't wanna wait, no time to waste. Come on, let's chase the sun. Open the gates, don't be late. Come on, let's chase the sun.
Up next, it's off to Marseille in France for the e-scooter championship. Up next, it's the start of the 2023 season for Extreme E in Neom, Saudi Arabia. Coming up next, it's the 2023 season opener for the GWA Wingfoil World Tour in New Zealand.
Welcome to Circuit Paul Ricard for the final round of the ESC 2022. So much at stake for these riders, and they know that concentration and focus are going to be absolutely key for there to become the first ever ESC champion. As the lights go green and away we go. And who's going to get there first? That's the question. In the race of the quick starters, once again, it's Nikki Daly who leads from Ponziani. And now Unjaguna. Tomeo goes down. Unjaguna seemed to clip her with his back wheel. Ponziani from Daly. Amar Benet looking up the inside. He's going to hold it. Nice pass, clean as a whistle from Benet. Very little that Daly could do, and now here is Unjaguna. He's put himself in some trouble there for a moment, but Daly says no. Daly. That's all. Oh, what a mess! That's a hard fall from Wilfred Unjaguna, and he's down. And it leaves Daly and Skinner looking at the red flag. Well, we're going to go again, that's for sure. And away they go. A little weave there from Skinner. And once again, it's Daly with just a couple of laps to go. But this time, Benet is pushed very, very wide. Skinner tries to go around Ponziani. Not too much you can do there. She was, remember, in the lead, so she'll be frustrated with the restart. Oh, and then Skinner goes doubling. Was there contact there? Daly doesn't care though, she's out front. In charge right now, Benet for company. Benet looks up the inside of Daly. He'll take that very, very wide, very nearly went too wide, actually. Just makes a little mistake on that turn, and it gives Ponziani the chance to jump into the equation. Benet from Daly from Ponziani, throwing her S1X around and runs it wide. That's a good pass. That was experienced stuff, that. But on this final lap, it looks like going to be Benet and Ponziani who are pushing hard. There is Ponziani, what a pass from her. Well, where did that speed come from, I wonder? And she's here to take whatever she can. Benet is going to find this very, very difficult. As she sweeps round and takes victory in this first semi-final. Benet in second place and Daly in third. But news coming from race control, Benet will drop a position. So Ponziani from Daly in second, and then Benet. They're through to the final. Well, here we are on the starting ramp for this second semi-final. Is it going to be Luna? Is it going to be Nehru? That's the question that we have here. And don't forget Sarah Cabrini. And it's her and Jess Howden who started very, very quickly indeed here. Luna forced off the track there. Oh, now he's down. It was a difficult one for Luna. And he goes tumbling and he's angry. But he's back up and he's moving again. That's good news. Oh, he's down again. Well, what's going on here? Luna, usually the picture of calm, we hope he's going to be okay. But he's going to need some treatment. And that means the red flags are out. But the green light burns bright. And away they go here. And once again, Cabrini with speed gets to the front. She's battling hard with Howden, and Howden gives way. Gillian Lara tries to sweep through as well. There you get an idea, but Sarah Cabrini is absolutely on it right now. She's on the pace. Nehru, who's chasing Lara. Big battle between these two. Cabrini is gone. Look how low he gets the lean angle of that S1X. And now he tries to go on the inside. Is there an option to get on the outside? Can he hang on? Oh, he does. What a line taken by Matisse Nehru. And when he needed it the most, he found the speed and the bravery to ease his way through. So important as he sweeps round. Cabrini into the final corner, and she's into yet another final. Great performance. Nehru will finish second, and Lara in third place. Here's a twist. Cabrini will drop to second after leaving the track and gaining an advantage. So Cabrini will finish in second. This is confirmation. Nehru will get the win. Cabrini in second, and Lara, they're the three through to the final. Beautiful evening sunshine here as the riders are at the top of the ramp for the final time. And we're underway, and was that a false start? Daly, who's been so fast out of the blocks, just went a little early there and then found herself in all kinds of trouble. But it's the quite brilliant Sarah Cabrini who leads the way. Oh, two down. Lara and Nehru hit the deck. Sarah Cabrini, who's out in the front as Vinay makes his move. Those here watch on. Vinay is doing exactly what he can. So gifted, so much balance. And he'll be aware that Nehru and Lara are not a million miles away, so he can't afford to make any mistakes here. Daly in his sights, this is how close they are. And you get a sense just how near the knee is as he tries to go on the outside. Daly closes the door firmly. His knees pretty much scrape the floor as he goes round those turns. Here is Sarah Cabrini for Helbis Racing. And you see the distance that she's created. It's been an absolutely phenomenal race from her. As she sweeps round the final turn, she will take the checkered flag. But now it's all eyes on Vinay. Hey, oh, then he's down on the last turn, and Vinay will head towards the line, and he's done it. Huge for Aimar Vinay. Confirmation of the result, it's Cabrini who wins, Pontiani in second, Vinay, a championship winning ride in third.
So I did the same of all the other races, but of course it was very difficult because all the riders play for the championship. So, but I'm happy for this season, for this race, and I'm happy for me, for my team Helbis, and I thanks all the team.
Well, there he is, the champion on home soil, Aimar Vinay, and here is confirmation. He wins the first ever title, followed in by Cabrini and Luna in second and third. Tip of the hat to Roberta Ponziani as well. Great finish in the campaign from her. But let's hear from the champion.
First, I try to do my best, and I listen in my back a lot of crash. I think it's good for me.
But what a moment this is. The race winner is Sarah Cabrini, top step for the second time. But what about this guy, Aimar Vinay? And the celebrations in full effect. They've lit up this racetrack today, and on a gorgeous evening, the taste of success here in ESC goes to this man, the phenom from France, Aimar Vinay, ever ESC Riders World Champion.